Hello everybody, this is Gusto and I have a review today. Earlier in the week I did an unboxing of a care package that was sent to me by a new YouTube reviewer by the name of SCOTSMAN1984, and he sent me a lot of rations from the United Kingdom. So the ration that I'm going to be reviewing is the United Kingdom 24-hour operational ration pack menu 19. The 24-hour operational ration pack is designed to feed one person for 24 hours. It can be eaten hot or cold, so there's nothing that has to be cooked in the ration pack, and provides approximately 4,000 calories per 24 hours. The contents are packaged based on a nutritional requirement of 10% protein, 55% carbohydrates, and 35% fats. So if we take a look at the packaging, this comes packaged in a pretty sturdy cardboard box. It's marked with the flag of the United Kingdom. There is a sticker here that denotes the menu number, which is 19, the 24-hour ration pack, and the production date of the 11th month of 2014. There's some information about burn pit procedures. It says the sale is illegal. SCOTSMAN1984 did not sell this to me. So there you go. Has the badges of the Ministry of Defense, as well as DENS, which is Defense Equipment and Support. It talks about the nutritional information on here. You can pause and read that if you would like. Basically says that hot items should be prepared in boiling water or over a stove. They can be eaten cold, and again, it provides about 4,000 calories for this 24-hour pack. And I do not know what the different menu numbers mean. I wasn't able to find a list of 2014 menu numbers. So let's cut it open and see what we find. And there's a large accessory pack in a plastic bag. The accessory pack contains mostly the beverages. Has a large spork, some antibacterial wipes, 2 coffees, English breakfast tea, classic black tea, an assortment of sugars and creamers, 3 packets of chewing gum, water purification tablets, windproof matches. As for the components of the main box, we have chili beef jerky, potato and leek soup, fruitful muesli with milk, sticky toffee pudding, beef with cassava, a dried fruit mix with melon, mango, and pineapple, a cookies and cream cereal bar, ginger oat biscuits, a can of cocktail nuts, a fruit pouch, and this is the violet top, so that means this is apple, raspberry, and blackcurrant. There's a dried fruit nougat bar. This looks similar to the one that was in the Dutch ration, and it was really tasty. There's a pouch of peanut butter, some apricot jam. Contains 3 beverage powders. There's a grapefruit, an orange, and a blackcurrant. There's a sports drink powder, then a caramel flavored instant hot chocolate. Also comes with a pack of tissue and a small bottle of Tabasco. I kind of miss these in the US MREs, and this is specifically the green pepper sauce, so that looks awesome. The box also contains a list of contents and a rating scale, so they do appreciate feedback. Interesting note about the feedback form is it also has a prize drawing in it. So altogether, quite a lot of contents. And for time constraint purposes, I'm going to break this series into 3, kind of like I did with the Australian ration. I'll do a breakfast, lunch, and dinner installment. So here's what I came up with for breakfast. I have the fruitful muesli with milk, the ginger oat biscuits with some jam, tea, coffee, and a grapefruit beverage powder. So let's get everything out of the tray. First things first, we'll start with the fruitful muesli with milk. It says to add 100 milliliters of water to the contents and mix well, allow it to stand for about a minute. As you can see on the ingredients, it has a lot of fruit in there. I'm excited to try that. And there's the dry ingredients. Looks like a lot of oatmeal and powdered milk. You can see some of the dried fruit in there as well. And quite a bit of it. This is 100 grams. Again, this calls for 100 milliliters of water, which is right around 4 ounces. Go ahead and add that. We'll get it mixed up. And you could also mix this in the pouch, I guess. That might keep all the water and the contents together. I'll just kind of spread it out so it gets rehydrated. Next we have the stem ginger oat biscuits. Alright, there they are. Just going to use a couple of these for breakfast. Save some for later. We'll use some apricot jam for that too. Next we have beverages, so one for coffee, one for tea, and one for the beverage powder. For the coffee, I'm going to use the original Nescafe. It is a pretty typical freeze-dried coffee crystal. To that we will add one of the creamers. And one sugar. You'll notice this branding. Most of the items in here are by the Beyond the Beaten Track outdoor provision company. Next, for breakfast, we'll use the English breakfast tea. Add some hot water to these and let them do their thing. We'll give the coffee a stir. As for the beverage powder, this makes 500 milliliters of drink. My beaker is only 350 milliliters, so we'll have to just try to get close. The powder is just a plain white powder. It does have a really strong citrus scent to it. Fill this most of the way up. It should be a little over 400 milliliters. Good enough. Give it a stir. Alright, I let the tea steep for about 10 minutes while I was getting everything else set up. I'm going to go ahead and add a creamer to that as well. And another sugar. Let's give that a mix. And let's get started with breakfast. First of all, let's get some close-up of the main item. So as you can see, it's mostly oats, and it looks kind of dry, but it's actually fairly well rehydrated. It's got bits of fruit. There's some raisins. There's probably apricot here. Also lists cranberries, but I can't see any. There's probably some dried apple right there. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. That might be a cranberry right there. Yeah. Okay, so that looks pretty tasty. Alright, let's get started with breakfast. Start with the main entree. This is the muesli with fruit. I'm trying to get plenty of the fruit there. There we go. Again, another close-up. That's actually very good. Most of the flavor comes from the fruit itself. The oats don't lend a lot of flavor. The powdered milk has been reconstituted and kind of adds a creamy flavor to it. Overall, pretty good. Moving on to the ginger oat biscuits, we'll try them by themselves first. They look to be pretty coarse grain, nice and crispy. Yeah, they're slightly sweetened, very crisp texture. You can pick up a hint of the ginger. That's really good. And then we'll add some of the apricot jam as well. Looks pretty nice. Oh yeah, that has a really strong apricot flavor. It's not excessively sweet, very fruity. It's very delicious. I like that a lot. We have the grapefruit beverage powder drink, and it has reconstituted with absolutely no color. It does have a slight citrus scent to it. And again, I had to mix it in a little bit less water than it was called for, so it's pretty strong, but a very strong citrus flavor to it. Not horribly sweet. It actually has a really nice citrus grapefruit flavor. Here's the coffee, and this is just a original Nescafe with 1 sugar and 1 creamer. And that's not too bad for an instant coffee. A little bit on the bitter side, but overall not too bad. Then English breakfast tea. Again, 1 sugar, 1 creamer. I probably could have let that tea go just a little bit longer. It's a very mild flavor for a breakfast tea, but not bad. So overall, pretty decent breakfast, fairly light. I like that the items aren't too sweet. A lot of the breakfast cereals or oatmeals or granola that you'll find here in the United States is kind of excessively sweetened, and this isn't. That's really nice. It has a lot of fruit, good texture. And then these biscuits those are delicious with the apricot jam on there. Again, very strong fruity flavor there and not excessively sweetened. That's very nice. Then this comes with gum, 3 packages, presumably for after every meal. And it's listed as a sugar-free dental chewing gum, so this actually will help to maintain good dental hygiene. And you can't always brush your teeth between meals. They look kind of like dentine gum you'll find in the blister packs. It's called Sweet Menthol, and it is very strong menthol flavor. So this has been part 1 of the United Kingdom operational ration pack. This has been breakfast, coming soon, lunch with snacks, and dinner and dessert. So please stay tuned for that. Again, thank you to SCOTSMAN1984 for supplying me with this ration. It was very nice of you to send it to me, and I can't wait to get to the rest of it. So if you haven't seen his channel, head over to SCOTSMAN1984 and check out his stuff. He's new to the community, but putting out very good content. As always, thank you to the other reviewers in the community for your support, and thank you to all my viewers and subscribers for watching. So stay tuned, more to come soon. Until next time, thanks again. Bye-bye.